You have to rate his clap? 1 to 10.
2.
Oh.
His eyes look dead.
Ooh. So you're bringing the life of his eyes in conjunction with the quality of the clap?
Yes.
If his eyes were full of life, brethren, what would the clap be?
A 6. The eyes are the gateway to a man's soul.
I can't. Yeah, amen. Brethren, would you enter us into this podcast?
Yes. Welcome to the Singular Agronomics Podcast, where we discuss the slinging of the soy, the impregnation of humic acidity, the variations, although it be one, of contour farming, the history of apparently the greatest contour farmer in the universe, and the one and only, brethren, owner of the soy in his backyard and other yards of God.
Of the Lord.
Welcome.
May his name be praised forever.
Amen.
So if you haven't gathered yet, this is my brother. And people are like, you have siblings? I say, yes, I do have siblings. And this is my brother. And I wanted to have a podcast. Brother, thank you so much for your eloquent introduction. Yes,
of course.
We have to unwrap that a little bit. I do want to talk about the time you ran across the world's biggest turkey in the family pasture. That was an ostrich.
Turned out not to be a turkey.
Or an emu. Excuse me, an emu.
Emu.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then what I actually want to talk about is family legacy between siblings. I've had landowners on here. I have had a number of different people who I do business with, but I wanted to have you on here because it's very important. I feel like every year that goes on, the future of farming legacies in regards to staying in the family gets more and more threatened all the time. And so people ask all the time, how did you set up your farm? How are you guys, blah, blah, blah. Do you have to buy your sibling out? So on and so forth. Now, I am going to talk about a little bit about our family and how we did things. That is absolutely, I'm not saying it's how people should. We just did a lot of looking into things. We talked, consulted our attorneys, so on and so forth. How do we hand this down so that everything that our parents worked for gets preserved the best way possible, without tying people's hands for eternity and so on and so forth. But yeah, so in short, I stayed on the farm to farm, and brethren, you went and started your own company.
I did.
Pretzer Build.
Pretzer Build.
Amen. Blessed be it forever.
Thank you.
And you have a wonderful family, Pob, blessed be her name.
Thank you.
And offspring. So anyway, and I want to ask you about starting your own business, having grown up on the farm, because dude, it's completely opposite. That's no secret. Like
yes,
what you have done is completely different from agriculture, but at the same time, and I have learned this as well, that it would benefit farmers so greatly if they would have more experience in the world of business and working with people, how it would help their operation, because a farm really is just a business.
Yeah.
And a lot of farmers run their farm as a business, and a lot do not. And
yes,
it's a tragedy. It really is. And so no plan is just that. It is no plan.
Yep.
But where are we going to start?
From the beginning.
All right. So the contour farmer context.
Yes.
You were the master contour farmer. Brethren left the farm right before. When I say left the farm, it was
I was kicked out.
Ew, bull.
I cried. I cry every night.
With joy. Anyway, brethren left the farm. It was on a wonderful, it was great terms. I mean, it was like, hey, I'm going to do this. And it's like, dude, blessings be upon you. I think it's an absolute tragedy when someone stays on the farm and they feel like they had to do it. I know someone who stayed on the ranch because they felt like they had to and are currently undergoing the mental battle of feeling like their true purpose in life was missed.
That's not you, is it?
What?
That's not you, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, I feel very fulfilled. But I continue. I love the phrase, "Build a life that you don't need a vacation from."
Yeah.
I mean, really, that doesn't mean that days don't come without extreme turmoil and hardship, and stuff breaks and people get, you have relationship issues. But at the same time, that's going to happen anywhere. Now, I like to go on trips. Both of us adore traveling.
Yes.
You and I literally spent a month in Alaska together. Dude, I have a number of people ask me to tell the Alaska story, and I never have. Maybe we'll do that in part 2. But
I'll have to remember what that story is.
we went to Craig.
Yeah.
With
caught
the
fish.
great Mullen.
the bearded one.
Yes. But anyway, the contour farmer, Brethren would curve planting in beautiful, articulate designs with the marker arms. This is before GPS, and hence the name contour farming.
Mother Nature's body must be followed, and that's just what you do when you plant.
Yes. You just go with the curve of the
Not
land.
anymore, but
Yeah, not
back
anymore.
in the day,
Right now,
that is the definition of
we
contour farming.
defy Mother Nature's curves. Yes.
By planting.
On straight lines.
Or not.
Or not. Anyway, so I guess a little bit on family legacy. So I'm 32, you're 28. 4 years apart, and we grew up working on the farm together. It's just what we did, as I think most farm kids do. I mean, cleaned out
Every
grain.
farm kid is forced.
Oh, yes.
To a
It's
point.
completely forced labor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, would you like to help? If you don't, you will not eat.
And then you say no, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
Would you like to help?
And
Yes.
you say no as you walk out to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's but we have many mixed memories. I mean, everyone talks about, oh, my days on the farm were such happy memories, and this is no bash on our parents whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, they got married late in life, and there are many things I look back on. I'm like, man, that's great.
Yeah.
I am thankful for that and the way we were raised. And there are things I'm like, I'm gonna do this different with my kids.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to our parents.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think each generation does the best that they can.
Yep.
And I hope that our children look back and be like, Mom and Dad did the best they could.
Yep.
I'm thankful for that. How can there's a few things I'd like to change.
Yep.
I think that would be healthy.
Yeah.
I don't think either of us are going to hit grand home runs as parents.
No. Fortunately, our parents were slightly open to us not farming, or at least they communicated it once or twice. And I think that was the case with me. I think farming's kind of a calling.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like your average job, and I tried, but it just wasn't my calling.
Yeah.
And after thinking and praying about it, it's like, well, if this isn't my calling, then I should probably not do it and find out what that calling is. And that's okay.
It is.
I think it's good to talk about, because you are correct. I feel like in the farming community, there's a stigma of my great-great-great-grandfather farmed and everyone after him. God forbid I don't farm,
Right. Like you're the one that closed the family operation.
Yeah.
Right.
So no matter how unsuccessful or successful it is, I think it's okay to do something else. Fortunately, it's your calling, and you're great at it.
Well, I've had many people say that they thought you were the one that was going to stay on the farm and I was going to be the one that would leave the farm.
Yeah.
And I think both of us would agree with that back in the day.
Yeah.
We both thought that.
Yeah.
I had to change some things on the farm to where Dad did it one way, I wanted to do it another way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say my way was right and his way was wrong. It was just different.
Yeah.
And once I got some of those things changed, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the business side very much. I love that. Both of us love business.
Yeah.
It's funny because people would not have pegged you as someone that's going to start a business that intrinsically entrenches you face to face with many people on a day-to-day basis.
I am a chronic medical grade introvert, and don't enjoy being around people.
Self-medicated with LM whatever
Element.
drink. Element.
Currently not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored by, and we are also not sponsored by Kuyu, but we are both wearing it.
But we keep their lights on.
Yes, we're open to opportunity there in that clothing and drink space.
If they'd be so honored.
Yes, it would be an honor to represent them.
Yeah.
But I don't know how Kuyu can help the agriculture or building industry.
Clothe the people.
It's as simple as that.
It's awkward when people work naked.
It is. There's certain spaces that's admired, but that is not the spaces that we work in.
Well, it's an upcharge that we offer, but only with our wealthier
most bespoke customer base
clients.
Yes, come construct my home.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
how I afforded the Kuyu clothes, actually.
Can we still keep this non-expletive marked? I think we're fine. We're fine. We're good, Aaron. Anyway, you have to read between the lines to understand what we were saying, so surely that would keep this from having to be marked expletive. Okay. Yeah. Better to ask forgiveness than permission. We're good, Aaron. It's okay. It's fine. What was I going to say, brethren? Oh, yes. Anyway, and so you started Pretzer Build. And
I did.
Yes. And it's if you don't follow the Pretzer Build Instagram page, it's also on Facebook. You put your projects. You're located in Manhattan, Kansas.
Yep.
And anyway, you just finished an exquisite door.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I've just heard it's exquisite. I haven't seen it. I mean, when you sing the praises of a door,
yes,
it's gotta be one heck of a door.
It's a nice door. We're remodeling a bathroom next month for the cost of this door.
For an undisclosed Mrs. Someone.
Yes. Yeah, it's just a nice door. And it's funny because, some people, you'll give them a bid to repair something for a couple $100 and they just think it alters their financial identity. And then someone once said $2,000 doorknob. And it's like, I didn't even know that existed. And that's just a fraction of their door cost. And it's like, okay. And they're fine with it.
Yes.
And it's just the mentality of finance is such a abstract thing, such a weird thing.
Well, it's that way in agriculture. You have guys that, I mean, I don't want to say they don't care about the cost. They don't get caught up in things, in small things when they are. They don't waste their time trying to save 40 cents on something when they could go make $40 on something else in volume.
Yep.
And I would say some of the greatest, and it's not just farmers, some of the most, and I shouldn't say greatest, most successful business-minded people that way, and a lot of times they get to the point where they just let someone handle those things for them, and they they work on a bigger picture. They work on larger things. What's the word? Not allocate. When you hand something off to someone.
Delegate.
Thank you, brethren. I told Captain James Tiberius Kirk before this, your vocabulary is absolutely exquisite.
Thank you.
And I aspire to have a vocabulary similar to yours someday.
I struggle to communicate, so might as well know words.
Yes. Anyway, and so our family, when mom and dad set up their estate, it was, and people, we're going to get absolutely savagely just destroyed in the comments by some people and applauded by others. That's the way it goes. I learned to not read the comments long ago, and that's fine. If you don't like it, go listen to someone else. There's many flavors out there. You can find one you like.
We're a flavor for sure.
Absolutely, an acquired taste. And so when mom and dad set it up, it was who stays and picks us up and carries on the farming operation gets the operation itself. They divided it up. This is the working entity.
Yep.
This is the machinery. This is the bank accounts. This is the grain bins, etc.
Yep.
And then there are the assets like the land. And none of the land we co-own upon inheriting. And honestly, I love that because so many times I hear it, I see it on a weekly basis at least. I don't want to say daily, where someone wants to, one sibling wants to sell out. They want to, they want their quote portion of the inheritance when mom and dad pass, and the other sibling is not in a financial position to where they can purchase them out.
Yeah.
Maybe they can next year or 2 years, but they can't right then. And so it forces a land sale. And I have seen that savagely wreck families. I have seen it where one sibling who loved the land was forced to sell that of which they loved. And it's really heartbreaking because often, most of the time, the person that wants to sell the land is just in it for monetary gain, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they take one's, is it wrong for them to want what is theirs? No.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it needs to be carefully situated to where, like in our case, both of us have a great love for the land.
Yeah.
We do. We appreciate it. We appreciate the work of our family to obtain the land. It has been already to a degree and is going to be added to it will be our responsibility.
Yep.
And so there's land that brethren inherits. There's land that I inherit. If you haven't noticed, we call each other brethren. And
both by blood and by spirit.
yes. Amen.
Yeah.
And so we, there's ground that I'm going to get, ground that you're going to get.
Yep.
And there's really, and then in mom and dad's estate, they set it up, and I highly recommend this to people, that each of us have first right of refusal if one of us wants to sell the land at appraised market value at that time by 2 or more appraisers.
Yeah.
So that you don't bring in an appraiser. I'm just going to use us for an example.
Yeah.
You bring in an appraiser that likes Levi and gets, he's a buddy and he's like, I'm going to appraise this for $1,000 over what market value is, or I'm going to find every nook and cranny so that we can get every dime out of this thing.
Yeah.
Or me, vice versa. To where that happens and, it's the sibling that's purchasing them out is getting taken advantage of or has the highest risk of. And so I want to, that's why they put 2 in, so I can have one, you can have one. If that's not agreeable, if you and I can't agree on on the gatherings of the 2 appraisers, then we get a third one.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the tiebreaker. And anyway, I think that's a very healthy way that the estate was set up.
Yep.
It's set up so that the farming legacy, whoever is a farming legacy, and their offspring get to farm the land.
Yep.
I think that's very healthy as well.
Yep.
And so anyway, I don't know if you have anything to add or subtract to it.
Oh, well, I'm really thankful that our parents did that, because it's hard to talk about your stuff before you die.
It was difficult for our parents. It was a difficult thing for them to do. You and I are very blunt human beings.
Yeah.
We do not. We have sharp edges, not curved.
Yes.
And so, if you have something, you say it. If I have something, I say it. I don't want to say it gets us in trouble more than not. I think that the last number of years of life and marriage has taught us how to be diplomatic about our words.
Okay, guys, real quick. We've got a blog and a newsletter. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes, and a bunch of great information, trying to be timely, how that fits throughout that year of agriculture, that we know there's different thoughts going through our heads during different seasons.
We have different people write it. We've got people from all over the United States, different walks of life, that have really cool perspectives that brings so much value as a whole. And you guys can find these. It's at singularagronomics.com under, I believe it's the media portion, or blogs. There's a whole blog. There's a blogs link.
Yes.
There's a blogs link. Check out the link in the description. I'm serious. I enjoy reading those so much, just because you hear from so many cool people that are really, we have someone new write it every month.
Well, yeah, and it's a quick read.
It is.
It's a quick read. Head to the website.
Yeah, check it out.
Well, people aren't guessing our intentions after we speak, is my hope.
Yes, exactly.
And I think that, I mean, you really have to be that clear when you make an estate, because there's a lot of feelings involved that people aren't aware that they're feeling yet. It's just a lot of new emotions that a lot of people aren't emotionally mature enough to deal with. And it's better to do that when everyone's alive than dead.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when it comes to passing on a generational, legacy, wealth, business, whatever you call it. I'm really glad they set that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before. And I encourage, I mean, if you're in the same boat, set it up,
It needs to be.
Set it up.
I have seen families ripped apart, literally ripped apart, because an estate was not established because it was too uncomfortable.
Yep.
Mom and dad, grandparents, they didn't like talking about death. They didn't like talking about being gone.
Yep.
And then they leave, and literally worst case scenario happens to their family.
Yep.
And it's like, do you not realize that you not comfortable with this conversation caused the worst outcome you were scared would happen?
It completely wrecks their legacy, dishonors their memory, and the kids are stuck with what's left.
Right.
So, which, I mean, I have my estate now, which I didn't think I would do till I was 50s, but it's like, okay, this needs to be done now, even if I just own a morsel of things.
Right. Well, and both of us have assets. Both of us, Sam and I bought land. You and Bob have bought, have your guys' own assets and estate.
Yep.
Now we have children.
Yep.
And that's in the mix.
Yep.
It
changes.
It's also very important, like, who's going to get my kids if, I get hit by a truck?
Yeah. Very important decision.
Fairly, yeah.
People die.
People do die. Yeah, exactly. And so, it's very important for me and I think it's important that the relationship stays very transparent between siblings that go on there. And dude, you're going to have siblings that leave the farm that they just want the money.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can deal with that.
Yep.
I don't know how people will deal with that. I don't know how. I hope that a contingent or a plan can be set up so that the things that so and so holds near and dear to their heart isn't ripped away from them by someone who's just a greedy person.
I think you have to be okay with things not being mathematically fair.
Yeah. If you're going to be, it's funny because we immediately feel entitled to things.
Oh yeah.
Like if I told you, hey, I want this piece of ground that you're going to inherit. Sorry, I just want it. You're getting some anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, one, I'm being the north end of a southbound mule.
Yeah.
Because the sibling that farms, I think feels subconsciously at first, and maybe consciously, that they're more entitled to it.
Yeah.
To things when they shouldn't. Like really, if you look at things, it's like, it's like, what did you get or what? And maybe things are set up to where things are unfair on a farm. I see that all the time.
Yeah.
Or someone's working for their legacy, working on the farm, and they're 35 years old, and they have no idea if dad's ever going to retire.
Yeah.
Which is not healthy.
That's scary.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And that can cause stress on a marriage. That can cause stress because then it's like the wife's sitting there. What are you going to work for?
Yeah.
Are you working for your other siblings? Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I saw one farm that one sibling worked for 30 years. Mom and dad passed away, and everything that he worked for, like the dude literally compounded the family operation exponentially. All of that was divided by a third and given to everyone.
Ugh.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I think it's important. I know it's important for the siblings that stay on the farm to keep a healthy mindset about the siblings that don't stay on the farm.
Yep.
How can I think the door is too easily opened for resentment too many times, because like say I have a slam dunk year.
Yeah.
And crops are incredible.
Yep.
If you'd stayed, you could have partaken in it.
Yep.
if you have Friday night, 6 o'clock, you're at home with your feet kicked up.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, God, that'd be nice. But at the same time, it's different. It's different paths.
Yeah.
It's different walks.
Yeah. Well, and if there's guys in our situation, I think to the brother that leaves, like, I think, which that's worth what you pay for it. I think that the one who stays on the farm should get more, like I think our parents set it up that way, and I think they set it up well. And if you decide not to farm, that's great. But it's like, should you be entitled to 50% of everything, or 30?
Right, half that combine's mine.
Yeah, it's like, no.
If you want the legacy to truly continue, you have to.
Yeah.
What keeps the operation rolling has to be.
Yeah.
If it's going to complement the next generation best,
Yeah.
it needs to go where it's best functioning.
Yeah.
You don't put a car lift in a gravel driveway. You put it in a shop where it's going to be utilized the best. It's pairing things properly.
Yep.
You have to step back, take names out of it.
Yeah.
How would you want to see it run? Look big picture, look 5, 10, 50 years down the road.
Look big picture. Yeah. Not everything has to be a big deal. And at the end of the day, it's like, if your heart's not in the place to where if my heart's not in the place where I want you to succeed, like if I don't think that, then that's just the bigger issue. It doesn't have to deal with a combine at that point. It's like, if I truly don't want you to succeed, that's a far bigger issue than any kind of land split you could ever have.
People will use items then as ammunition.
Yeah, it's like it will
be the excuse that they use for the deeper issue.
Yeah, like, what's the deeper issue? And you have to, that's your issue. It's like, you have to figure that out. If you don't figure it out with your brother, you're not going to figure it out with your wife, with a future business partner, employees. You've got to get your ducks in a row in that line before you start, talking about legacy. Because if you talk about legacy and plan generationally, and your ego is right in the middle, then everyone's going to fail. It's going to be a dumpster fire. So,
amen. It won't be good.
It won't be good. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else in regards to the state or whatnot that I would think it's important. And I talked to you about this not that long ago, that I want your children to have the opportunity to have the appreciation for our farming operation.
Yeah.
And I've made it clear, like, for a long time, dude, if my children don't want to farm and I have a nephew that wants to carry on the farming legacy, I will. It's like the farming operation.
Yeah.
It's theirs. If they're truly passionate about agriculture and carrying on what our family has done since 18 whatever.
America was birthed.
Virtually, yes.
Yep.
We cut the first grass in Kansas. Not really. Actually, our great-great-great-grandfather was the first blacksmith in the region. And they tried to trade, the Indians tried to trade him for an Indian child.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
and he ended up being a blacksmith, or that's the first blacksmith, and he fixed a chief's musket. The spring in it, he was able to fix the spring in the chief's musket, and they gave him a buffalo robe as a thank you gift. And it was in the family until, I want to say, the 1970s, and then someone didn't take care of it, and all the hair fell out in a disgusting mess. But
use it as a dog bed.
Probably.
Jeez.
Yeah. What is that? That's the iconic buffalo robe given as a peace offering by Chief so-and-so.
Yeah. Someone fought over an estate and burned it.
Yeah. Probably what happened. Yeah. It was literally severed in two when an estate was poorly separated.
Two brothers put ego before honor.
Yes. And dishonored tribal chiefs.
And then dishonored our one thing that we passed on.
Yeah, the one thing.
Yep.
Anyway, there are members in our family I can absolutely see doing that.
Yep.
But anyway, I want your children to be able to, come back to the land and form memories. Because, dude, how many forts did we build? How many we ran in the woods, man. We were freaking Daniel Boone. We were
Yes.
Davy Crockett. We were damming up, streams and building, stick boats and hunting rabbits.
Which floated.
Oh, absolutely.
defense.
Very successful stick boats,
Yep.
might I add. And
We did
you
have
and
that-
Mayo.
We did have that third brother.
Yes,
Rest
Mayo.
in peace.
Mayo's dead?
That was
Oh, sorry, brother. I missed something. But we did have Mayo.
we did have Mayo.
Yes. Mayo is Brethren's endeared friend of youth and still friend.
Just not youth anymore.
Yeah, you're not youthful. You guys are old as crap. Anyway, we call him Mayo because, well, do we say why on here?
We don't need to have a reason. It is because it is.
It is because it is.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
If you really want to know, I don't know, find one of us and ask.
Yep.
But Mayo and you were hunting. I want to talk about the story, brethren.
Oh.
Yes, you were hunting, and I get this phone call, and from beloved brethren, and it goes, brethren. I'm like, what? You are not going to believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth. And I'm like, okay, that is nothing new. It's like business as usual. Proceed.
You always believed,
Oh yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Without
Without question.
is trepidation an accurate
Yeah, that's
word?
fine.
Okay, thank you.
You were not trepified.
I was not. And so you go, brethren, I am looking at the world's largest turkey.
Yep.
And you and Mayo were hunting up in the pasture. You were coyote hunting.
Yep.
It was like February. And I was like, okay. And you go, I do not know what to do about this. Like, I can't just leave it. This thing is massive. I'm like,
How do we mount a dinosaur?
yeah. And I'm like, are you literally talking the world's largest turkey, or is this something that is embodied a turkey exponentially larger? And you're like, I don't think it's a turkey. Come to find out, the neighbors had lost an emu.
Yep.
And it had gotten into our pasture. And you're looking at it through the crosshairs of your 300 Ultra Mag,
Yep.
trying to decide the future of this thing's life. And anyway, and you...
Which I should have shot it because we found it dead in a fence.
Yeah.
Like a week later, which I'm sure took about that long for it to die.
Yes, it got to this corner of the fence, and I'm sure emus are not too distantly related to the dodo bird,
Yeah.
which are not portrayed as the pinnacle of mental scholastic excellence. And so,
Well
the
said.
thing probably just ran into the corner for a week, and then a coyote was coming along thinking, the Lord has literally blessed me with a divine Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
And
My
Boom.
mercy caused its most heinous death.
wow. Have you mentally unwrapped that and are fine with the end outcome?
I will be getting therapy next week about it
That's fine.
through this podcast.
Re-listening to myself talk
Part 2,
about what I did myself.
the dead emu.
That's right. You're going to scream at the guy you're listening to in the podcast, and that will help you heal all past,
Yes. Scream
past
therapy.
wounds. Very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was just a tremendous story. I can't not let the nations know about that. So, dude, to our guy that reached out from Egypt this week,
Oh, yeah.
blessings be upon you.
Thank you, Egyptian.
Yeah, I want to go there real bad. I have many questions about the pyramids.
They say they found structures beneath that make the pyramids look like they have the importance of a bowl of cereal. So
Wow.
what that is, I don't know. But
Stay tuned.
massive substructures.
Yes. Are you aware of the AI Atlas that's rocketing towards Earth right now?
No.
Oh gosh, I need to have.
I feel like
Shiner
I
on now.
shouldn't know.
Well, it's a very strange object that's rocketing towards Earth right now. That's emitting its own vapor trail,
that's an alien.
light source.
It's an alien.
Yeah, I know.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's 100%. By the time this airs, either it will be here and we'll be talking foreign trade with them, or it's just an unidentified rock that misses us fractionally.
Do you believe in aliens?
This is probably not the right place, although this is the right day and setting to talk about aliens.
Yeah.
Am I close to the fact that there could possibly be life outside of Earth itself,
Yep.
I am not close to that concept. Are you?
I believe there are aliens beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I honestly feel extremely honored that that was clarified here on this podcast.
Yeah, we serve a creative God. You know, I think to say he created nothing outside of this orb other than what's in it, I think is ignorant.
Brethren, are we going to dive into spirituality and ripping off the Band-Aids
We can.
of scabs that were never healed over from
Grumpy farmers. Our ancestors.
what our church was derived of?
Yep. If you listen to enough Joe Rogan podcasts and congressional hearings about aliens,
Those
can't-
two together.
Yeah, and random Spotify things. I don't think you can deny it,
Okay.
but we don't have to get into it.
Okay.
But the real.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I want to expound though on what you said. You said we serve a greater God. To think that we were created only, and it is only us, is probably the extreme pinnacle of selfishness and being completely conceited.
It's like we're the only ones that exist.
Yes, because I mean, in whatever people believe in faith, religion, etc., that is upon you. Blessings be upon you and your salvific wanderings of this life.
I just hope you're right.
Right. Yeah, let's hope we're right. You know.
It's not like eternity's at stake.
Yeah, that's all. And so, but I mean, to think about it though,
Yeah.
to think that God created me to serve him, and it is because of me he is glorified.
Yeah.
That really takes everything that we were created for and flops it on our head.
Yep.
Because then it takes faith back to a complete works-based foundation.
Yeah.
That it is God created me in his image.
Yep.
You know, which is that's what we're stated.
Yeah. Created to serve and work,
Yes.
glorify the
And
King.
then to think that I am the only one
Yeah.
kind of makes everything go
Yep.
on its face.
Yep. It doesn't work.
No. You have anything to expound on that, brethren?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Kurt, where are we at? How much time left? 10 minutes? Okay. Brethren, is there anything that's on your mind these days?
Yes.
If you are not watching the video of this on YouTube, you definitely need to watch to see Brethren's facial reaction right
reactions.
there. It's truly exceptional.
I have a lot on my mind. Do you want me to list out what's on my mind?
Honestly, it's always entertaining. And I think it would create good thought among the viewing audience.
I own a business, Pretzer Build. We fix stuff. And I think my constant mental battle is how to transition from owning a job to actually owning a business. And it's difficult because people are involved, which is fine.
The only problem with dealing with people is the portion that involves people.
Yes. So just trying to figure out how to delegate successfully while creating a healthy work culture, make money, and have happy clients. We're building houses. That's been fun. That's been occupying my mind. The majority of my mind's been occupied by deer hunting lately. So,
Which we are going to do after this.
yes, we are.
You can probably hear in the audio, but it's raining. We have a severe cold front blasting through currently.
We will be wet.
It's only from the walk-in.
Epic.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, how did you learn to get comfortable, and maybe not comfortable, but implementing the answer no to someone?
Oh.
Like when someone says, that bid isn't good enough for me, do better. Or without saying F you, go die. How did you, because, I mean, man, you can take that. I had a landowner today tell me they wanted a different price for their grain. And I'm like, well, sorry, I don't control the markets, and we have two absolute buffoon hotheads meeting to determine a trade deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope if Trump hears this, excessively unlikely, holler at your boy. I got some ideas.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
anyway.
mean, it's still uncomfortable. We naturally.
I feel like I should back up. Maybe I shouldn't say buffoons. I feel like we are commanded to respect the leadership that we are given. I think too many times.
Non-buffoons.
Yeah, unbuffoon them. It's just
They've been undefunified.
there are some things that leadership has done in our nation recently that I think was done out of order, because the ripple down effect wasn't clarified. Like, it had this ripple down effect before the plan was in place. It's like, this is going to happen, and the market freaks out. After the market freaks out, it's like, this is what we're going to do about it.
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me, that seems a little backwards.
Yeah.
It'd be like telling my wife this morning, I'm not coming home. She freaks out, and after she freaks out, I say, till lunchtime. So
I'm leaving.
yeah, but how did you get comfortable, or how did you learn to set boundaries? That's what I'm looking for. Boundaries with clientele, because your clientele are my landowners.
Yeah.
Are the people I work with, buying fertilizer from, people I buy seed from, etc. How did you grew up on the farm?
Yeah.
That didn't help you with that. I can
No.
very clear in that, because I had to learn that myself.
Yep.
How did you learn to set boundaries in your day-to-day life with the people you work with?
You have to be.
And how did you learn how to flex?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be okay with hurting people's feelings, because, like what we were talking about earlier, entitlement. Everyone feels entitled, specifically when it comes to their home. And I think you should take great pride in owning your home. But if I walk into it and give you some boundaries of, hey, this is all we can do for an agreed about price, and if you flip out, I've learned that that's not because of me. They are captain of their own emotions. I cannot control that. So no matter how they react, that's not necessarily a reflection on me. That's a reflection of their emotional maturity. And if a 6-year-old has an emotional maturity of a 9-year-old, that's okay. It's not my problem. It is from 8 to 5, but like it's like you have to be okay with someone being upset at you. And that was really hard, because I'm a people pleaser, no matter how much I wish I wasn't. I find great joy when people are satisfied by what we provide for them in service. But it gets to a point where you just have to say no. And if you don't do that, you're not respecting yourself. You're not respecting your wife, your kids, your church, your family. It's at the end of the day, when you put all the pieces on the table, it's like, would I rather have a client upset that we have to take an extra day, or completely ruin my family life? Well, obviously it's okay if the client's upset. But I think a lot of people in the moment, when that person's heated, they're like, oh, we'll just come back on a Saturday, or, oh, we'll work this evening. Or, yeah, we'll just do that for free. Now, you'll never win when you do that. You'll always lose.
One of my favorite sayings is, you train people how to treat you.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. The phrase, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Yeah.
A lot of these old isms, phrases, really, the older I get, I think of these simple things that I have heard my entire life and really not thought much about, but now they're ringing true.
Yep.
It's like, there's a reason that little phrase is stuck around.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as leaders, we set the tone for how a situation is going to unfold. And if we fold and let the situation control us, then not only do we get completely pummeled, but I think more people are watching than we realize. Everyone around, our employees, our clients, the people we serve, the people that are just, wondering if we're the ones that they want to hire to serve them, they're watching. So if we don't set, a tone of, hey, I'm going to honor you, you're going to honor me, here's what that looks like, which always involves, here's when I say no, and here's what that means. That's the difference between a man and a boy, if you will, is setting that tone, not just because you want to create boundaries, but because, you want to protect the people around you, who don't really know how to protect themselves. So, because if a client can steamroll me, they can go steamroll Joe or John or
and they will.
Any of my guys.
They will.
Because it's so much easier to steamroll them because they're like, well, Levi's not going to stand up for them.
Right.
So if I stand up and be like, no, here's how it is. Here's our process. Here's how we do it. The buck stops with me.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do that every single day or every week or whatever. And it sucks. I hate it. I hate it so much. But what I hate more is what happens after that if I don't stand up and lead. So,
which is so apparent. You can take any of that and replace it with terms in agriculture.
yeah.
We have employees. You have, family. You have guys. I had one of my guys got his butt reamed out in line at the elevator.
Yep.
And the guy another farmer that was delivering a truck of grain, and it was an absolutely absurd. It was absurd what he got chewed out for. The guy thought that our truck shouldn't pull onto the scale until he had finished dumping, come all the way back around, weighed empty while everyone waited on him.
That's efficient.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, instead of weigh and then go up behind and then the guy go back and weigh. It's anyway, but that's beside the point. But at the same time, I mean, I was infuriated.
Yep.
Like you don't treat my people that way.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in line at a grocery store, if you are, if someone's fixing a toilet, whatever it is.
Yep.
There are times some of my favorite people, their favoritism was defined by the way they reacted in a bad situation.
Yep.
And I know our children, we will be better dads if we can make a breakdown in the field, a blown pipe in a home.
Yep.
If we can react to that in a respectful way, it's not okay to get anger. And the Bible talks about justified anger. The Lord's anger was justified.
Yeah.
Or so and so. It's not a wrong feeling. It's your reaction from being anger is what generally tends to be the wrong portion.
Yep.
I got mad, so I threw something.
Yep.
Did throwing something, was it a short-term Band-Aid on making me feel better? Yes.
Yep.
What was the long-term effect of my son watching me react in that manner?
Yep.
Because working cattle.
Oh,
working
gosh.
cattle.
So this is why I left the farm.
It's the reason. It's the reason I continue to ponder that same thing.
Yeah.
I've never understood why someone gets mad when something like mad. I'm talking just swearing, throwing stuff.
Just loses it.
It loses it
Yeah.
off a poor thing. Honestly, it probably comes back to how deep do we want to dig, brethren?
Let's dig.
How it comes back to being extremely or just being immature in regards to emotional development.
Yeah.
Because if you're truly honest with yourself about things like I have an issue being this in this situation.
Yeah.
I need to work better at that.
Yep.
It's really the road to becoming a better person.
Yeah.
A better individual. Becoming a better individual is everything but self.
Yeah.
It's everything that has to do not self.
It's important how you react because a lot of people that I know that I respect, I remember them by their mistakes. I remember them when, someone says, if you do one wrong thing, it takes 10 good things to break even. I think that's really true with emotions because there are a lot of people that I know that they're great people, but when I think of them, I think of, I remember when he got mad about something and he completely lost it. Or I remember when, he said a lot of good things, but he told me this. Like once you say words, you can't take them back. So words are very powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is,
especially to a young man.
I wish I could say that in a more powerful way, but like words are so powerful.
Yeah. It's that's why you have 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 tongue. Yeah, watch and listen twice as much as you speak.
Yeah. I had 2 people tell me while I was grappling with the idea of starting my business that I would basically fail. One said I would never make more than $35 an hour if I went out on my own. And one said, don't do that. You'll never make any money. I make more than $35 an hour. And
Praise be to God.
And it's like, if I would have, which at the time I respected those two people very much. It's like, maybe I should just do what they say. They're smart, you know?
Right. When really all they're capped by is their own mental fence.
Yeah.
It really boils down to they don't think they can do more than.
Well, and now that I look back, I know more about their situation, and they were actually failing at doing the very thing that they thought I would fail at.
Right.
So,
And it wasn't, I don't think it's ill intention, because they didn't want to see you fail in the same way they were failing. They're like, I don't want to see you go through what I'm going through.
Yeah.
So go do something else. When really, they just weren't doing it, you know, properly.
What if you actually suck at what you're doing?
Amen.
That could be a thing. I hate to tell you.
It's going to be a great reel right there. Yeah, you know, maybe you're not doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe, like,
if you
listen
suck,
to what you just said.
maybe
you should think about your life.
Yeah, if
You know?
you suck at replacing your brake pads, maybe you should have someone else do it.
Sub it out. That's what I do.
Yes.
Or hire someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I very much looked forward. I hate mowing. I hate it
Yeah.
with a passion. Aaron is giving me the glare. I hate mowing. And one of my
mowing.
goals in life growing up was I can't wait to get to the point where I can hire a neighbor kid or someone to mow my yard.
Yep.
I was that kid, dude. We both were. We both mowed for people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just part of what it was. And
Yeah.
anyway, brother, what was your least favorite job on the farm when you were farming?
Working cattle.
Amen.
Pushing calves, actually.
Yes.
I despised it, and I was made to do it.
You were the biggest one.
I was
The biggest guy.
at the moment. I was a genetic mistake because that made me do the thing I hated the most.
Absolutely.
Outside of that, it's fine. But like,
The moment I was a genetic mistake.
yeah.
That's a tremendous phrase. I love that. Yeah. Well,
You?
oh yeah, pushing calves.
Yeah.
I almost never had to do it because I was the little guy that was terrified to do it. But man, cleaning grain bins was tough. But honestly, like it felt like Dad's marketing plan was sell all the grain that was in the bins on the hottest week of August.
Yes.
And we live in Kansas. It's 115, 110 degrees in the middle of August here.
Outside the grain bin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inside it's 220.
Outside of
280.
a metal pot with no ventilation.
That's right. You are
Which the
literally
beans are in.
You
for
are
the
literally in
listeners
a
who aren't
dust-filled cauldron
Yes. Of misery.
of misery. But honestly, I think that helped me learn that even when you get a job that is of utter awfulness, that you just put your head down and move and just get through the end.
Yeah.
You just get through the end. And once you fall out of that thing, you can't breathe, you can't see, you know, but by gosh, the last of the beans are out.
We all have chronic illnesses now.
Yes.
However,
Yes.
we learned grit. Good thing we have life insurance.
Perseverance at the sacrifice of longevity.
Yes.
Yes, we'll die early, but the beans were out.
Do hard things. It's good for you.
Yes. Are you going to say it or am I going to say it?
It's your podcast.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yes. Anyway, brethren, that's going to be the end of part 1 of our first podcast.
Oh, very good.
Thank you for being on here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having the stones to trek out on your own. Thank you for being respectful of the family's legacy.
Oh, thank you.
And I have felt called for a long time to do this podcast with you. I felt like it was important because of the conversations I've had with many people about farm legacy and transitions and I don't even know where to start. We didn't know where to start.
No.
We just paid a lot of money for lawyers to tell us how to set it up and then got outside counsel on top of that. Anyway, yeah.
It's definitely worth doing, the whole estate thing.
It is.
And talking about, If you're not doing it, treat it like it's an absolute emergency until it's done. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we have to figure this out.
Yeah. At least get a foundation plan set.
Yeah, write something down.
Absolutely.
So,
And then have a review. Everyone aware of it.
yeah.
Everyone aware of it. It's like, this is what's going to happen. And I mean, when our children are of the age where they can understand it, I will sit down with them probably once a year. Well, that was some counsel we got, where they sit down once a year. They do it at family Christmas, and they say, either if there's changes to the will, these are the changes we made. If you have an issue with it, get it out now.
Yeah. Yeah.
In front of everyone.
Yeah.
Because everyone can hide behind texts. Everyone can hide behind, a door. It's like, these are the people that you are literally going to be working with when I am dead.
Yep.
And anyway, you should start now while I can still be here to help you guys.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah.
Amen.
Amen. That's a wrap. Brethren, blessings be upon you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you, guys. We'll catch you on the next podcast. And anyway, brethren, may we have a successful hunt.
Indeed.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Guys, thanks for watching the content so far. If you would like to see more, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got all the full-length podcasts, other video information, tutorials on there. Also on all the major podcast platforms and social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So if you like this, go ahead and check more out on all those platforms.